I remember back when I was in college and I would come across a motivational video or a talk, I would get inspired, excited, and energized. I would feel like I'm about to achieve my goals. I would get out and start hustling until I crush it. But that inspiration never lasted long. The next morning, I would feel lazy and unmotivated again as usual. And I'm sure that I'm not the only one. One day, I remember I was thinking about my life. And I started imagining, what if for the last 5 years of my life, I would have been productive every single day? How my life would be today if I wasn't lazy even for a single day? I would have achieved most of my plans and my life would have looked completely different. On that day, I promised myself that from today onwards, I will never be lazy again. That 5 years from now, this is how my life is going to look like. But unfortunately, yes, you guessed it right, I couldn't stay motivated for long. So I spent the next few days analyzing myself, thinking, trying to figure out why exactly am I lazy? Why I can't stay motivated? I know that it seems like an excuse just to avoid work, but I was thinking, if I am going to solve this problem now, my life will turn upside down. Believe it or not, I have figured out a solution. The reason I used to lose motivation so fast is that I focus too much on my goals. I know that it sounds a bit controversial, but hear me out. When you set a goal that's 3 or 5 years away, it seems like you have all the time in the world to achieve it. It gives you hope that one day you will achieve that and your life will be the way you imagine it. Here's how an average person thinks. I'm going to work hard, make a lot of money, create many sources of income, and then enjoy my life. But what happens usually is that every time you achieve a certain milestone, you get disappointed because it's not what you have expected. So you're going to say, alright, I will live my dream life when I achieve my next milestone. It's like when you are in school, you eagerly wait to get to college so that you can start partying and have a lot of fun. But once you get to college, you're going to say, once I graduate, I will finally rest. But we all know what happens next. Life will get even more difficult. When you set up one business, you are going to say exactly the same. Once I set up my second business, I will have enough cash flow and so on. The ironic part about it is that you might just not live till that day. So what's the solution? Simple. Live that great and inspiring life today. Not tomorrow, not next year, not when you graduate, but right now. Why? Because you will die soon. That is exactly what makes life meaningful. I know that some of you might say, that's absolute nonsense. But just think about it. The fact that you have a limited amount of time on earth is the greatest motivation ever. And what could be more inspiring than knowing that if you aren't going to live that amazing life today, you might never have the chance again. One of the greatest things I have learned from Steve Jobs is, every single morning before I start my day, I look at the mirror and tell myself, if today is the last day of my life, do I really want to spend it being lazy and procrastinate? Or I want to get out there and live my best life? And that's what I keep in my mind for the rest of the day. The challenges that you face on a daily basis are never going to vanish. I guarantee you, even if you become a billionaire, you are going to face those challenges. So instead of running away from them, embrace them and make them part of your lifestyle. And that's how you keep yourself motivated all the time.